Hello, student friends, and thank you for joining me for a version of what some could call a lesson on recording business transactions within a financial accounting system. I was on board with this module until it came to step 2 of this whole recording of a transaction. Credits, debits, the whole thing got me very confused. But then I worked it out, and you will too, with some simple memorization. So let's talk about this first in a way that it could actually happen. Say you want to be a farmer. You want to grow apples. You've gotten loans, the land, the supplies, and now you've even put together a series of financial statements which are described in the fundamentals of corporate finance as business documents that are used to communicate information needed to make business decisions, which is pretty important, especially for a farmer. Things like rain, drought, or disease can affect every aspect of the business. And by having your finances in order, you could be prepared. The first step to putting an accounting system into action is to record your business transaction. This is where things get a little hairy for me. What is a credit? What is a debit? Does it go up? Does it go down? Where do I record things? What are accounts? It can seem rather overwhelming, right? But it doesn't have to be. The system is actually quite easy if you take everything that you know about credits and debits and you completely throw them away. The good news is, turn to that good old noodle of yours, and with a simple memorization technique, you can begin to record transactions like the accounting whiz you've always dreamed of being. You know, staring at a window, just imagining those numbers just adding up, just coming together equally. Bliss. Wait, that's never happened to you? Weird. Anyhow, first things first, you have to become familiar with the different types of accounts. I know that can seem overwhelming in and of itself, but for right now, all you have to do is remember their names. Owner withdrawals, expenses, assets, revenues, owner capital, and liabilities. So here we have the letters W, E, A, R, C, and L. And it's your lucky day because I have an acronym to remember these. Since this time of year we like to say winter is coming, you can remember these by thinking wear coats and long johns. Get it? WEAR, wear, CL, coats and long johns. W, owner withdrawals. E, expenses. A, assets. R, revenues. C, owner capital, also known as equity. L, liabilities. Now that we have that down pat, don't forget to wear coats and long johns. Now comes to the second half of this lesson. How are you going to actually decide what is a credit and what is a debit for each type of account? One word of advice, memorize it. And I've made it pretty easy for you. What we're going to do is we're going to take our wear coats and long johns, WEARCL, and we're going to split them into two groups by just cutting them right in half. So take a look. We have WEA group and we have the RCL group. Both of these groups have a normal balance as well as they follow a system for when they increase or decrease with credits and debits. And I'm going to show you a very easy way to remember it. So, the WEA group, owner withdrawals, expenses, and assets, these are team debit. They have a normal balance of debit, an increase with debit, but decrease with credit. Our RCL group, revenues, owner capital, also known as equity, and liabilities are team credit. They have a normal balance of credit, an increase with credit, but decrease with, you guessed it, debit. So if you're having a hard time remembering this, I like to refer back to the great words of Missy Elliott. Let's put that thing down, flip it, and reverse it. Think about it. Two groups, they're both completely opposite. So let's put that thing down. Our WEA group, team debit. Normal balance debit, which when we talk about increases, guess what? It starts with debits. All that's left is it can only decrease with credits. Now let's put that thing down, flip it, and reverse it. Our RCL group, our team credit. They have a normal balance of credit, and they increase with credit, and they decrease with, you guessed it, debit. Got it? If all else fails, just remember to wear coats and long guns this winter, as well as just put that thing down, flip it, and reverse it. It's been a real joy, guys. Have fun.